So here's the deal. If you're not willing to use a small canister vacuum such as the Hoover Commercial Power Port, you're not going to like the vacuum that I've been using lately, the Mystery Vac. This thing's got a nice hose, goes on for days. It looks real professional when you're vacuuming furniture to set it on the base of the sofa and vacuum away. This tool here has got the little rubber nubbins that do excellent picking up hair, detail for getting in crevices around buttons, edger, two-piece wand, also has another hard floor wand. Nice 35 foot cord, you can go around the house, plug in the center, usually get most suburban ranch style homes without unplugging. I just think that's the way to go. Thing weighs nothing. You can obviously it doesn't take up much space in your van. Tuck it under the seat if need be. But you're going to need something like that if you're going to want to use this vacuum that I'm all excited about. So here we go, the big unveiling, the moment you've all been waiting for. The new love of my life is the one and only Oreck XL. Don't laugh. I know I did. But for some reason I just had to give one a try after getting so fed up at dealing with the belts on the Royal. And I was getting pretty good at vacuuming stairs with the Royal. I figured out how to hold it just right, and it's lightweight. But the belt thing just got to be a joke. Every day I was dealing with the dang things. And you know, the Oreck is a dirty air design where the dirt does go through the fan chamber. But what makes it unique is that it and its imitators have a separate chamber, separate side here, where the belt runs. You get to it over here, you remove this plate. So hair can't get in there and wrap around, and dirt and rocks and crap can't get under the center area where most other dirty air designs put the belt. And yeah, it's got a tiny little motor, and I ridiculed these things for years when I sold sanitaires, and never really gave one a shot. I just never thought it would work. And I am eating my words, folks. You've seen the pictures of the bags I've filled. My buddy Tom used one yesterday for the first time. He saw the same thing. Pretty much blew the bag up on some nasty rental he was doing. And I do believe the key is in this brush roll. It's got more bristles, thicker and longer. And once this thing starts spinning, and it gets up to about 6,000 RPMs per second, not per second, per minute. It's, I'll show you a video. It's almost like a CRB the way it goes. These little, they call them the mustache, they help dig crud out of the corners, edges and whatnot. Got a little channel that helps, kind of like a glide. Obviously it's going to have weaker cleaning over here, but you just pay more attention and flip the vacuum around if you got dirty edges. But just pretend you got a 10-inch vacuum port, and this is just an accessory, just kind of like on a CRB. I got a good picture. I'll show you where this is the exact width of the 10-inch CRB. So if you're used to using one of those in the home, this will feel very familiar. Yeah, it's an Oreck. It weighs nothing, and it's super easy and great on stairs because the 10 inches just lines right up, as you CRB guys know. The bags are cheap, which is a good thing because they fill up quick. You get 25 bags for 20 bucks on Amazon. If anybody owns Kirby's or Royals are used to paying close to $4 to $5 for a belt. Amazon has 6 belts, an entire new roller assembly for $12.95. Free shipping with Prime. Yeah, $12.95, 6 belts, whole new brush roll. Pigtailed 40-foot, nice thick cord. Love the ergo handle. I guess we should go over the negatives. You know, it's 10 inches. It's going to take you a little bit longer, but for residential, gets into places, does lay flat. I think it's great. Great for stairs. Other negatives, well, you can say the obvious, doesn't have a hose, but you already know that. It's not negative, it's just fact.
On certain real dense nylons,
it tends to grab a bit, and haven't quite figured out what's going on yet. It's probably due to the lack of big wheels in the back. You know, this is another self-adjusting, just like the Pro Teams, but the wheels are tiny, so everything rides flat, and this port here definitely kind of grabs the carpet. The little squeegee here could have something to do with some of the resistance on thicker carpets. I do a lot of poly over here in Nevada. Glides great, super easy to handle. Don't miss a swivel vacuum whatsoever with this thing, 'cause it's so easy to throw around. Oh, what else? What other negatives? I don't know. Tom thought this thing gripped baseboards too much. It's a nice big soft cushy bumper guard. I don't see a problem with it. Haven't experienced that. The price, you can get these on Amazon brand new all day long for right around 150 bucks. A little bit more if you want a bunch of bags thrown in. But that's what you're paying for sharks. Heck, I'm not even sure you can get a shark for 150 anymore. You're getting up in the 200 range. So even if you had to buy one a year, big whoop, it's less than a Teflon glide. So, the hose or the air goes through that center chamber right there, up the pipe, turns in on the bag right there. And I really like the way the bag attaches on this. It's different than the Royal, that's for sure. You can just pop it right off, and it has a latex gasket there, so when you're vacuuming, you don't see any dust getting out, and it's real easy to put back on. Oh, they have the famous little Oreck tablet thing. Uh-oh, I lost my little tablet. Probably from flipping it upside down. Ah, there it is. You want to make sure your kids don't think that's a sweet tart or anything. But that sits in there, and it actually does give a pleasant smell. The bag's got a frame on it. Again, you, like I, and Tom, and everybody else I know always made fun of these things just because there's nothing to it. Everything's in that tiny little head. And, let me show you in another clip what's inside that head. And I think if you buy one off Amazon, you can send it back, but I don't think you will. Pretty sturdy, nicely built. Not sure if it's built in America like they used to be. What's that say? Ohio, customer service. Not seeing it. Anyhow, I think it's still an American company. I encourage you to give one a try if you're looking for something new and different. It says commercial all over it, so customers won't laugh at you. And if they already have one, which may be the case, they'll probably say, "Oh, I love that thing. I know why you use one." Let's check out a couple other clips I did of myself using it, and some pictures of full bags and whatnot. And let the ridiculing begin. Pull the brush roll out. The caps, like a Kirby, are interchangeable. They're marked old and new, so as the brush fibers, the bristles wear out, and you can flip them to get more use out of them. On the OEM roller, that's the belt roller, some kind of plastic. The aftermarket one is, I don't know, aluminum or galbi. But this pack here you buy on Amazon, brand new whole roller assembly with 6 belts for $12.95, free shipping on Prime. Go buy Kirby belts, and they're pretty much two or three for $12.95. And from the looks of it, you got a sealed cartridge bearing in there as well, which that can't hurt. Easy replacement. Hey, look at that. Just pop the bottom off with 5 screws. There you go. Fan chamber, motor, sealed off belt chamber. Simple as it gets. Sorry about the ash shot, guys. Just another job. Look at all that fine stuff. That's what I want to see, is that fine powder. Hey, look at that. Even sucked in a hairpin without busting the fan. That's pretty good. That hair, lots of powder. Bravo. So just to reiterate, what I find so appealing about this thing, and what I want in a vacuum for what most carpet cleaners do every day, is lightweight, easy to use, very maneuverable, inexpensive, cheap replacement parts, cheap bags, and deep cleaning, which amazingly enough, this little goofy looking thing really does clean well and deep. Probably just as good as Ron Werner's vacuum if you want to go just as slow. And I think the Oreck has hit it on every mark. There are two competitors. PowerFlight makes one that claims to have more suction because there's two fans. It's just as cheap, but problem is the belt is in the path of the dirt and wraps around the wood bristle bar, beater bar, so you can have the same belt slippage issues. And Riccar also makes one very similar, has a slightly larger motor, and they have claims of whatever 20-30% more performance, but the bags and parts and the vacuum itself are just too expensive. So I think Oreck's hit it on everything. I did forget one negative, which is it's a little on the noisy side, but any carpet cleaner that cares about his hearing is probably wearing earplugs anyways. Other than that, I think we got a winner, but then again, I've only been using it for a month or so, so if you want longevity testing, get back with me in 6 months or so, or a year. But for now, for $149, it's well worth the test and far outperforming my expectations. I'd love to hear what you guys think of it if you give one a shot, and we'll keep you up to date on how it works out.